Hello. Good to see you.
Alright there, Revenants, welcome back to Code Vein and the Road to 100, where today we are going to be in the dried up trenches here. Now we're going to be running Ishtar here with the Hoarfrost pipe. The reason being because everybody in here is weak to ice by minus 30%, so it's really, really great, excuse me, that we can go for some good ice damage here because we have already 20% ice and adding another 30%, so we'll get a 50% increase to our damage just because of ice. So that'll be very, very nice especially when we're paired up here. Now we only get to about sub 2,000 here on our light gift, which means that we will be getting about 1,500 or so here on our pipe, so it's nothing that's going to break the bank here. But what Ishtar does for us, it gives us deliverance in our passive, which means that it affords us an extra gift here to do different things. So we're going to go for concentration. This is literally a don't get hit setup, because as soon as you get hit you lose concentration, and since this costs 5 on a very long cooldown, it'll cost now 7 on a very long cooldown. So it's even worse for us. But if we don't get hit, we will have a 33% reduction, if not more, on our abilities here. So it's in our best interest to go for as much dodging ability and everything as we can. And we do have pretty good drain rating on our pipe here at 1.11 when we're all paired up with Eva and everything. And if we go for those heavy attacks, this attack right here, remember that that's a 20% modifier to our weapon damage, and because we have concentration active, it actually really helps us get more damage out, while at the same time, whoops, I missed that guy somehow. Oh, and we got hit because I didn't realize it was a big slash there. And the 3-hit combo, so let's go ahead and heal from that. But if we are able to get actual back-to-back hits with that heavy attack, we will actually yield more damage in the long run. So it's in our best interest to actually go for that, and since we have concentration active, hopefully most of the time, we should be able to make use of that heavy attack, while at the same time not causing us too much problems in the end of it all. But we'll see here how it goes. Now we do have some issues here in the group setting, as you can see here, everybody running over. So let's go for okay, an ice blade there. Ouch, ouch. We're definitely gonna die here, which is not good. Not good at all. Okay. And let's go ahead and kill these two. Okay, so wow, that was a little bit nerve-wracking there. Definitely was not a very good way to go about getting in with those fellas. But that's okay. We barely survived. Okay, whoops. And is he off the edge? He is off the edge. Very good. So now, since we have the ice pipe, you can see here, versus this guy, we have very, very good damage. And we can just go for the constant heavy attack there and do very, very well, because we have, you know, that extra ability there from concentration to not use super amounts of our stamina in very, very short bursts. Okay. Okay, and then we can go for a Severing Abyss and put these guys down pretty hard. If they do get staggered, and if they do get into some kind of state like a backstab where they go onto the ground and such, we should be able to hit them with Severing Abyss over and over and over to make sure that we take them out quickly. Okay, yep, and the strategy will be to take them on one at a time. Come on over here, Mr. Big Boy. Okay, and he's gonna do that. Oh, and he's just gonna go right through me, I guess. Okay. Okay. Ouch. Oh. Okay. I cannot hit this guy to save my life. Okay, good grief. There we go. Okay. Now let's go ahead and heal a couple of times here, because we're gonna be in over our head here with these folks. Because especially this fella. Oh, exactly that. Yep, and we're almost dead. because that guy is absolutely ridiculous. Okay, and let's see if this guy's going to come down and give me a launch. He will. That's very good. Definitely not in a very good way here, to say the least, but Severing Abyss putting in good work there. Okay, and it is not a joke to use Severing Abyss. Oh, come on, Eva. But it's actually really, really good to pair up with a gifted pipe here, especially if you are striking the enemy for their weakness set, like the big purple guys, and these guys also. Oops, we missed. That's the real risk and reward with Severing Abyss. Is that you have to make sure that you actually get the damage out on the enemy, because as soon as you miss, you get the dodge back and such, and it makes for a really, really, really horrible way to set yourself up for failure. So you got to be really careful of that. Mr. Revenant Boy dancing around there. He almost got us, but not quite. So what we can do from here is we can hope for the best, because we'll have to reset the area probably anyways, and we can hope for the best and get to the next missile, but there's no real guarantee there. Now, as you can see, Deliverance isn't really helping us too much, just because of the fact that we're killing people so fast with our actual pipe hits, and so it's kind of difficult to judge just how good we're actually setting ourselves up for success here or not, just because of the fact that we don't really have any accurate kind of setups here that we can go for. Oh, and as you can see there, we're pretty squishy in how we encounter the enemy and such. So it's not too helpful here for what we're going for, but that's okay. We can try and make it work overall, but as we don't have anything ranged, there's nothing we can do to take care of that fella, except Eva. She's the only thing that we have to kind of rely on there, which is kind of bad, because if we get into some of these attacks here, it doesn't work out too well. Okay, but again, remember that the pipe does crush damage, so you're able to stagger folks very, very well. Ouch. Oh, okay. Go ahead and jump down there. That's fine with me. And he cleared the way so nicely for us to actually run down into the boss entrance here, which is excellent for us. Now, we'll obviously be switching here for execution, and Dusk Edge might be actually a little better, but execution does way more damage. So we'll pair up with that, and because we will only have really any one time to actually go for execution, we'll go for something like let's see here, 5 or yeah, let's go for Cognitive Zeal to get us just a little bit more light value here, and definitely want to heal up after that encounter, because that was pretty bad overall. Now here for the Despot, it's fine to go for an element in phase 1, but in phase 2 you want to be going for literally just actual damage. So we'll go for just the regular pipe here with no elements, because in phase 2 he does get some pretty substantial defenses to elements, and I don't want him to take part in that kind of stuff. So we'll go ahead and just get as much I-Core as we can here before we go for Eva, and that should set us up mostly good enough here for success with execution. And since he's weak to blood, and it makes a really, really good opportunity here to actually put him down in this kind of way. The outcry for pipes has been pretty strong, so we'll continue here running pipes through a lot of the areas here, just because whoops, can't hit him. Okay, just because folks want to see how pipes go and everything. Okay, now see, we lost concentration, which is really, really bad. Definitely don't want to be losing that. There we go. and we can put him down. There we go. There we go. And he's going to go into his damage reduction phase here, so we can load up on I-Core, we can heal. Let's go for a Drain Activator and a Gift Accelerator here. And definitely go for Concentration when it's active. Okay, never mind. Thanks, Eva. Sorry about that. Yeah, I was going to say she'll probably die here, but... Oh, yep. And let's see if we have what it takes here. Okay. Yep, and there he goes. Goodbye, Mr. Despot. So anyways, the pipe is pretty good. This is not by any means, you know, kind of top of the line kind of a set, just because of the fact that we're not even breaking the 2,000 damage barrier on our pipe in any way, and it really doesn't do us too many favors overall. So that was the entirety here of the dried up trenches in about 10 minutes. But if we check out how this does here, instead of going for Severing Abyss and some of these other setups, if we just go for what we have here, and if we could hopefully not get hit, it would be very, very nice if we could not get hit. And let's go back to our ice pipe here. And if we were able to actually play well and go for some of these damage setups here and everything, we would be able to actually, oops, and getting hit once and dying there. Okay, and concentration really does add a huge amount of ability here to us, but because I can't play actually that well, we're not able to hold our own in any of these scenarios. Whoops. Okay, but you can see that execution does indeed put in some really good work overall, because of how much of a multiplier it is times your dark value, and that's why we have to go for the Ivory Grace, because it does light value for Bridge to Glory, and it does dark value for execution, or whatever gift we want to go for there. So it's kind of, you know, it kind of gates you into this kind of artificial kind of gameplay here, but that's okay, because overall it's pretty good compared to what else you could be going for. Oh, and we're dead because reasons. Oh man, but yeah, Ishtar is actually a really good blood code overall. It really doesn't have any shortcomings to it, but you can see here that we're only at 1,000 damage on our pipe, so we're kind of in the really low damage on the pipe regime. Even with going, even with going for Eva here, we really do need a lot more I-Core than what we're gaining back here at any one time. Oh, thanks, Eva. Oh, Eva's dead, and now I'm dead. And yep, that's where Ishtar was definitely helping out Eva there. I was going to say that earlier, that we haven't really made use of Deliverance really at all, because Eva's been able to handle her own self in each of these encounters, and so we haven't really been making too much use of it here overall. Now if we just go for the regular pipe instead of a frosty pipe, you'll see a little bit of a change here in how it goes down with these guys, because we won't have their ice resistances to worry about. We will only have their crush resistances to worry about, and so it's a little bit different. Oh, good grief. Man, these guys are just they're just the worst. Okay, so let's go ahead and heal up here. 3 times the charm here. There we go. And let's go ahead and hit this boy. Oh, hit this boy off. Nope, never mind. Okay. There we go. And then we'll go for this fella next. Okay. There we go. Okay. So not too bad there. They both kind of died in some strange ways there, but that's okay. We can still get through it. So 6,200 is not too bad there for some pretty good damage. But overall, yeah, I mean, you're trying to go for Deliverance to make really, really good use out of Ishtar here, but because Eva isn't really in the mix too much, because you're able to stay kind of back out of the action at any one time, it really does make some pretty good use of her distance to the enemy and such. But it does have some, oops, as you can see there, we're definitely not paired up too good here for these three guys, just because as soon as we get hit once or twice, we're absolutely ripped to shreds, just because of the Ivory Grace being so weak on defenses of all kinds. And that's why I said at the beginning that this is kind of a literally don't get hit ever, because you lose concentration, but you also die basically instantly. And since we can't really get backstabs too consistently through here, it is not one of our fortes, because you got these skinny tall guys that have pretty hard backstab regions. Okay, and if we can just go for a couple of backstabs here in between, we can at least get Eva going to make good use of that extra damage. So now we're at, 1600, so that's not too bad, but again, we just need to not get hit. Okay, let's see if we can not get hit here. Good. Is he gonna do 3 hits? I don't know, but any more than 1 is too many. Okay, but you can see the difference that Ephemeral Refrain makes here, as how it really, really, really boosts us into the stratosphere for Ichor recovery, as well as damage overall. So we weren't able to kill that guy last time, but we can kill him now because of Ephemeral Refrain. So it makes a big difference there overall. Okay, and let's just head over here and kill this guy quick. There we go. And then we'll pick up our haze and go for this fella. And so far we have not gotten hit, and that guy just jumped to his death, which is great. There, we got hit, unfortunately. I was afraid of falling off the edge there significantly. Okay, and we still have our ability here to go for everything. Oh, okay. And we will be able to get gift extension going and so on and so forth. No problems there. And we should have access to a whole lot of goodness here as we drop down and get a plunge on this guy, and then go for this thing. So you can see that if you actually do not get hit, you have plenty of stamina to be able to use during each of the different encounters that you come up against here. But as soon as you get hit, you're absolutely taken advantage of in a pretty bad way overall, and you're just kind of wasted immediately. There's no coming back from it in any way. But Execution does put in some really, 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 really good work overall, regardless of how you engage the enemy here. Okay, so we got 2 of them. Good. We can hit both, which is great. Okay. Good job, Eva. Please don't die. And she won't die because we have what is that? Deliverance active as our passive, so that's really, really great. And as you can see, we do have oops. Okay, and let's go for this fella. Ouch. And we lost concentration again. So you can see that as soon as you lose concentration, your stamina recovery is like basically non-existent. Oops. Okay, and let's see what he's gonna do. Let's go for gift extension here. Hopefully he'll come after us. Oh, okay. Not. Oh, no. Don't come after us like that. Man, this guy's shoulder bash is got a big wide AoE on it, which is really, really annoying. Okay, and if we'll go for Eva now. Okay, and let's go ahead and heal up here. And if we needed to now, we would probably want to go for like a lightning pipe versus these fellas here. There we go, 45-22. That's pretty good damage overall. And let's check out this guy. Whoops. Oops. Oh, come on. Losing concentration all the time. So really, really bad in that regard. But we have a really, really good ability overall, all around here, regardless of whether or not we actually have you know, the benefit of what we're going for here with these other whoa. Okay, and that'll kill. So yeah, if you don't get hit, concentration boosts your utility with the build here to astronomical heights, and it really, really does some really, really good overall damage. It's just the fact of whether or not you can actually play in such a way where you don't get hit, and if you can actually survive. So that's kind of where the difficulty lies with this setup. And as you see there, if you don't get the dodge correct at any point in time, you literally lose out on thousands and thousands of damage just because of not having access to concentration. Hello? Okay. There we go. But overall, otherwise, we definitely can hang with the best of them here, which is really, really good. And again, because the pipe has crush damage on it, you're able to stagger the enemy over and over and over, which is really, really good. Okay, and again, you need to have huge amounts of ichor overall, just because of the fact that you know, everything costs so expensive overall, while at the same time not being able to really, really put it out on the enemy here in any kind of way. And you can use that heavy attack as a first strike mechanic to combo into the second and third attack string window of your four hit attack string, to make sure that you're always getting, you know, maximum damage out on your attack string by starting out with a 20% increase. And that's a great way to start increasing your damage overall, is by starting your attack string with something other than the regular basic attack. Okay, so pretty good start there. I think we'll definitely put that guy down. Okay. Okay, good. Nope. And because the heavy attack has an advancing step in it, it enables you to move towards the enemy from a distance like that. There we go. And you can see that that is actually pretty effective overall. And let's see here. Let's head down here and see what we can see. And it is enjoyable when you can use the pipe, just because of the fact that you know, it is a pipe, and typically the pipe doesn't get used too much throughout the game in any kind of, you know, serious regard. Oh yeah, this guy over here. Oh boy. Yeah, go off that way. Good. We don't have to deal with him. So let's head on down here, and we're back here. Okay. So anyways, that's been the dried up trenches, and kind of running a little bit of some weirdness here with how we have our pipe setup running, and how we have ephemeral refrain running. Now, it definitely helped us in the despot fight, because it made short work of him with execution, and because the dark damage here is actually pretty high when you're going for Eva. So it makes for a really, really good way to you know, to put him down very, very fast. Almost 2,000 on dark which is great. And we're at an A plus, so almost to that S rank, in order to get something like Ichor Regeneration or something, but we're just not quite there. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the dried up trenches here and some of the antics that we got into with how Ephemeral Refrain can interact both light, dark, and Ichor Regeneration all at the same time in one build. And Ishtar is actually a really good candidate for this. And you can change, you can change this one and this one to be, really anything you want. You can make it a weapon, as you saw here with Severing Abyss. You can make it a dodge like Shifting Hollow or Vanishing Hollow. And then you can also make the first one, some kind of other gift. Since you have Crush on the pipe, you can go for something like Pierce or a Slash gift, and that way you have, Crush, Pierce, and Slash all in your same build here. So here we have a Slash, on the pipe we have a Crush. So here maybe you want to go for a Pierce. That way you have all three damage types on your character, and you do all three of them exceptionally well. So the pipe definitely didn't blow anyone's mind here with this one. Because we still didn't break that 2,000 damage barrier, so kind of annoying. But maybe in the next one with the Executioner, we'll go all out and try and go for some crazy damage numbers against her, and see how we can do. So we'll still be using the ice pipe for her in the Howling Pit, because everybody in there is weak to crush ice, and so except the big fat boy with the key that we need to the moss covered key, and for the Executioner and everybody else, Ice Crush is the way to go. So it'll do real good work for us. So we'll see you guys then, and thank you for stopping by.